How many solutions are there for this system of equations? Well, they're lines, it's a linear equations here. We know there'll either be one solution, they'll cross once. There'll be no solutions, which means we'll get a false statement, and they'll be parallel lines. Or we will get a true statement, and they will be lines that are right on top of each other, and there'll be infinite solutions. So let us go ahead and solve this. I like to use elimination to be able to solve system of equations. It's my go-to method every time, almost every time. So I get to choose whether I want to eliminate x or y. In this case, neither one of them is easier than the other. So let's just choose x. 6x and 10x. I can't get them to eliminate right now in that form. However, if I'm tricky, how about I try multiplying the top equation by 10, negative 10, and the bottom equation by 6. Why would I do that? Well, if I did that, look what's going to happen. Once I distribute, you got to give it to everything. Please don't forget this last number. I get negative 60x plus 100y equals negative 120. And on bottom, I get positive 60x minus 36y equals negative 72. Well, look, this is why I chose to multiply by those numbers, because now I can eliminate x. 60x, negative 60x, they make 0. 100y and negative 36y gives me 64y. And negative 120 and negative 72 gives me negative 192. I would divide both sides by 64 and pull out your calculator. It actually turns out nicer than you think. You get y equals negative 3. Now, all I did was find the y coordinate of where these two lines cross. If you wanted to find the x coordinate, which if they asked you to actually find the solution you would need to do, you would take this y and you would plug it in for y in either the top one or the bottom one, top equation or the bottom equation, and you'd solve for x. And you'd end up getting a point. You'd get an x point, an x coordinate, and a y coordinate, and that would be your solution. However, this problem didn't ask us to find the actual solution. It asked us just to find how many solutions there are. And hopefully you know by now that if this is a system of linear equations, there either can be one answer, no answers, or infinite answers. And if I found a y coordinate, then I know there's an x coordinate, which means how many answers are there? How many times do these lines cross each other? Well, they're only going to cross at one point, so that means one solution. Why don't you go back and plug this y in and see if you can find the x coordinate to see if you can find the actual solution to this one.